The next morning, I arrive at Furukawa's household to pick Fuko up. She seems to be with Furukawa in her room. As I enter the room, Furukawa is still lying down, the same as yesterday. By her pillow, Fuko is working on a block of wood. Ozaki-san, good morning. Yeah, morning. There's still some time, so I decide to sit down and let them be for a while. My fever still hasn't gone down. I'm so sorry. Nah, it's fine. Just rest. Fugo's effort is already so famous at school now. Everything will be okay. Next week, everyone will come to the wedding. I said that to cheer Furukawa up, but she only shows me a weak smile. Say, Fuko, why are you still carving so hard? So many more people can have them. I don't think there's that many left at school who still haven't received one. No answer from her. Fuko just keeps on moving her knife. I can't win against their stubbornness. Fine, I'll help you out for a bit longer. But you should do it at a more relaxed pace. Spend more time on other things as well. Furukawa too, get well soon and join us, okay? Let's just do something stupid together, and have a heck of a lot of fun doing it. I'll try. Still lying down, Furukawa answers me. Well then, let's do our best too. Woo. Woo. Fuko and I raise our hands. Where's Nagisa-chan? Not coming. Why? She has a fever. Couldn't come. Why didn't you tell me such an important thing earlier? I thought you wouldn't notice if I didn't say anything. Of course I would. I'm still trying to make her fall for me even just a little bit every day. How many times has she turned you down? Only for now. The time will come when she realizes who'll give her true love. And that is, of course, none other than myself, who has been screaming my love for her every single day. Keep wishing. Don't look down on my elaborate plan. First of all, you're not even her type. Of course she wouldn't understand. About what? Once in a while, she would glance at me. This is the undeniable proof of our sprouting crush. Are you a middle schooler? And her kindness toward me? Yeah. Suddenly I remember Fuko and turn around. Huh? She's not here. Keep looking around the area, but she's nowhere to be found. Can't help blaming myself. Furukawa is usually there to look after Fuko while we're fooling around. But now it's only the two of us here. Only the fools are here. I have to do it seriously. Hey, it's time to go. Don't order me around. You are the freaking servant. I don't feel like doing anything without Nagisa-chan around. I'll let you talk to her as much as you want. Really? Yeah. Then I'll try a bit harder. Fuko's distributing starfish on the floor below. Take this. Another student just walked past her again. Her voice didn't reach them, even though it reached me, who was standing much farther away. Behind me, Tsunohara is watching in silence. Even he has nothing left to say. Perhaps feeling depressed from what just happened, she's looking down, gently stroking the starfish in her hands. I can feel the weight of the air around me. The three of us don't say a word. Didn't expect Furukawa's presence here to be this important. While I'm still scratching my head trying to find something to tell her. Furukawa's already stood up on her own and is running toward another student. Please have this. After taking Fuko back to Furukawa's house, I head to the park alone. Okay. There's a moment when I thought things were getting better. There was really such a moment. But then came Fuko's condition. And Furukawa is collapsing. Even at that, Fuko doesn't give up. And yet, more and more people are ignoring her. What about now? Everything's heading in the wrong direction. That's the only way I can look at it. I stand idly, staring at the entrance to Furukawa Bakery, knowing Furukawa is not going to come out. I open the door to Tsunehara's room. Whoa, don't open the door without knocking. I don't remember ever knocking. At least normal people make sounds when they walk. What are you, a ghost? I enter the living room and sit in my usual spot. Say, Tsunehara. What is it? After that, did you ask him? What? Didn't you go after that guy who ignored Fuko? Yeah. Tsunehara answers me vaguely as if hesitant to say something. Did something happen? That guy just said some crazy shit. Too much of a bother to explain. Not sure I want to hear what he has to say next. Don't ask him now. I'll never know what really is happening. And in the end, we may end up wasting the precious time that has been given to us. Tell me in detail. I gather my courage to say to him, such a pain. Just do it. My god, I'll tell you, just calm down. I'm gonna tell you everything that happened that day. Yeah. The guy who ignored Fuko, his name is Shinobi. That thing is... He said he didn't remember being approached by Fuko, even though she was right next to him. Maybe he just wasn't paying attention when Fuko called out to him. No, that's not it. He recognized me there. Apparently he didn't want to go near the troublesome guy. Maybe that's what distracted him. Nope, he even saw Nagisa-chan, who was standing next to Fuko. In other words, the only one he couldn't see was Fuko. Listen, Okazaki, here's the question. Whose head is the funny one here? I think I know the answer to that question. No one's head is funny. Everyone says what's true to them. Mine or Shinobi's or all ours. Stop, Tsunehara. No one gives a damn about that. It's you who forced me to tell you. Now that I know the story, it really doesn't matter anymore. But I don't know how to deal with this anger. At what? The way you said it. It's as if Fuko was a ghost or something. If you put it that way. You know what? Don't think too much on it. I always thought that if Fuko's feelings reached her sister, our time together would just continue on forever. However, even that's beginning to fade. Will it keep going on in a straight line? Will it ever stop? Please, until the end of her dream. Till the end of that dream. Lunch break. Tsunehara doesn't show up at our usual gathering place. It was foolish of me to have thought he would help Fuko till the end. All of this must have been no more than a way to kill free time for him. He's not the type to get all serious about something like this. I've known about this since long ago. So it's just the two of us now. Is it because Fuko has nothing has been nothing but a nuisance? No, what makes you think so? Fuko's been hitting him with a starfish all the time. Can't deny that. It's totally natural for him to hate someone who does something like that to him. After all, it seems that Fuko would never get better at communicating with people. Fuko doesn't really have the brain-of-mouth filter. Well, innocent as you are, it's nothing to feel surprised about. Keep that to myself. Listen, Fuko, I've been with them all this time. If anyone can understand him, it's me. That idiot does everything on a whim. It's not being here doesn't mean he hates you or anything. Instead, I try to cheer her up. Even after school is over, Fuko keeps handing out starfish. It feels like more students are noticing Fuko today than yesterday. Even such a trivial thing can make me feel so much more at ease. Building and become empty of people. Broadcasting, urging the students to go home is long over. And yet, Fuko is still standing here looking around. Don't think there's anyone left in school, I say as I walk closer to her. The teachers may get angry if we stay any longer. Let's go home. Fuko wanted to do it a bit longer, but maybe that's it for today. Speaking of which, what is it? It's been quite a while since that last time being alone with Okazaki-san. It's been just us since the morning. It's as if Fugo's body is sending out warnings. But what? Run away, this guy's dangerous, something like that. Now that I think about it, I may have pulled some pranks on her when she was zoning out. No, more than just some. Don't worry, I won't do it anymore. So you did do something after all? That's a teensy worse. Wait, what the hell does a teensy worst mean? Okazaki-san seems to get hurt by the worst, so Fuko made that up just for Okazaki-san. A teensy worst is kind of cute, so it shouldn't hurt at all. How are you feeling now? Can't you just say something other than worst? Worst is unchangeable. It's spoken out of habitual momentum. And you're able to pull all the kinds of words for that habitual momentum word of yours. How convenient. Well, if it is just a teensy bit, in that case, try replacing teensy with IB. IB the worst. Wait, doesn't that sound like Fugo is the worst? Perfect, right? It's absolutely out of the question. There's nothing about Fugo that could be associated with the worst. On the other hand, everything about Okazaki-san is. As we keep walking, a group of students hanging out comes into view. One of the guys turns to look in our direction. He looks familiar. Hey, Okazaki, he calls out to me. Who are you talking to just now? Who? Turn around, behind me. Fugo's still standing there. Doesn't say anything, just keeps looking at me vacantly. Are you listening, Okazaki? Oh, what? Alright. But when I take my eyes away from Fugo, the sound of someone's feet hitting the ground reaches my ear. Turn around again just in time to catch the sight of Fugo dashing away. What did you say? Grabbed the guy by the collar. It was Fugo, she was here just now. She was here, right? Wait a moment, Okazaki. I have no idea who you mean by Fugo. She's always been with me. So it's the Furukawa girl? No. You must have seen her around handing out wooden carvings. I still have no idea. To him, it's not just that he can't see her. The thing has been completely taken out of his mind. Is her existence. After all she's done to make sure no one is missing out on her starfish. It's not possible for anyone in this school to not have heard of her. I let this guy go, pushing him away, then turned back to chase after Fugo. She's tottering along the side of the road. I run up behind the small figure. Listen, Fugo, pay no attention to what a guy like that says. You're okay, right? It's totally not like you to get hurt over something so frivolous. She isn't saying anything in return. You've been kind of attracting too much attention lately. That's why I said something like that. But you don't have to worry about anything. There's still me and Tsunohara. No one's gonna do anything to that may annoy you. I can never imagine Fuko being this depressed. Furukawa were coming in. I opened the door and entered the room. Furukawa's lying down in her futon as always. Welcome back. Breaks into a smile she sees us. Fuko and I sit down next to her pillow. How are you doing? What's with that gloomy face? Okazaki-san, you talk just like Dad. You think so? Beside me, Fuko's nodding in agreement. I'll get up for a bit. Are you sure? It's fine as long as I don't stay up for too long. She lifts her upper body up in a sitting position. Anything happen at school today? Not really, the same as always. Is that so? I'm glad nothing serious happened. Yeah. There's nothing to keep the conversation going. Now I feel bad for having made Furukawa sit up. The fact that I was secretly hoping she would talk with Fuko to cheer her up doesn't make me feel any better. Fu-chan, do you love Okazaki-san? What are you asking out of the blue? Perhaps she guessed what's going on and decided to drop the bomb. Fuko's eyes are fixed on me. I wonder how she's gonna answer. His mouth is no good, but not to the point that he deserves to be hated. Well, thanks for that. Takes me by surprise. That's right, Okazaki-san never says anything nice, but he is a kind person. Thank you too. You two would make a perfect couple. Excuse me? Okazaki-san is so kind, Fuku-chan is every bit as cute. I think you should make a perfect couple. What are you talking about? Are you trying to stick her and me together? Actually, that's exactly what I want to do. I think I think the indestructible wall of destiny is forever blocking me from connecting with her. Okazaki-san, so you do say something nice once in a while. Well, I guess she and I do have something in common after all. You two sure fit with each other perfectly. So where do you think I fit with her? Just listen. Okazaki-san, please take care of Fu-chan. Suddenly she bows down before me. Huh? Please, do exciting things and have fun together. Fu-chan too, don't hold back. Do whatever you want with him. Let him hug you tightly. 'Cause I can't give it to you anymore. No matter how you tried, I cannot give it to you anymore. Is she trying to make a replacement for herself? Please, Okazaki-san. Fuko moves between Furukawa and me. Takes her hand and makes them hold one another. Fuko loves both of you. She doesn't say any more than that. Furukawa and I look at each other. My heart is soaked with the warm kindness as it's flowing from Fuko. The next moment, Fu-chan and Furukawa and I both talk to Fuko and take Fuko into our arms. Wah! Surprised, Fuko takes up her starfish. Kong, Kong. It hurts. It's me. Only me. Why? Didn't you just say you loved me? Because the way you hugged her was kind of lascivious. Lascivious. What am I supposed to do? Don't press your face against hers. How can I hug her without doing that? Sorry, it was so sudden. Fuko was just surprised. Please warn people before you go in for a hug. As if I could say something embarrassing like that out loud. Later into the night, I leave the Furukawa household and walk to the dorm. Oh, Tsunahara, I know you're there. Shout as it stormed into the room. Why didn't you come today? Say Okazaki. Who on earth is Fuko-chan? Tsunahara asked this with his chin still propped idly on top of the kotatsu. Unable to reply, I just stand there, frozen. I've been looking around for several days. Fuko-chan, Fuko Boogie, has always been in a coma in the hospital. That's what I heard. If that's the case, just who is the girl we've been with? Is she an imposter? I don't care if she's an imposter, but I know she's not, cause... Did you know about that? Everyone's forgetting about her. People are not just becoming unable to see her. Even those who've talked to her or received the ninja star, they're insisting they don't know her. Some even said that she was a ghost. Say Okazaki. What? Should I confirm? Confirm what? By going to the hospital in the next town. No, dumbass, don't do that. Why is that? How am I supposed to let it go without confirming it with my own eyes? If he goes to the hospital next town and sees Fuko in that state, just like that, that's one who has realized the truth. Tsunahara too may be unable to see her. Or even worse, he may forget about her. Just the thought of that scares me. Okazaki, will he become just like those male students at school today? Hey Okazaki, who are you talking to? Are you listening to Okazaki? You're too persistent. Didn't I already tell you not to? Just what's wrong with you? Don't make that scary face. Can't stand it here anymore. I leave the room and walk outside. Yo, Tsunahara appeared before me right after the 5th period is over. Look at the time. Were you sleeping until now? Nope, I woke up in the morning. Puts his ass on his chair and he answers me. Then what were you doing until now? To be frank, I don't know. I went to the next town. Do you know why? So you did go? Yep, I did. Fine, what happened? That's the question. I want to know the answer myself. I have no idea why I went there. That's one mysterious experience, I tell ya. So that's how it feels to have amnesia. When my senses returned to me, I was already standing in front of the hospital. That's enough. I don't want to hear anymore. I divert my attention to the window. What did I expect? Did I hope that he would remember when everyone else is already forgetting about her? He of all people should have forgotten about her before everyone else. In the first place, it's not like he had any interest in the girl like Fuko. He only spent time with her because I forced him to help us. That's all it was. That's everything between him and Fuko. You're free today, right? That must be it. That's why none of the memories of the four of us working so hard together are left in his mind. Let's stop by somewhere before we go home. This is the Sunahara I've always known. That's how it is. The realization aches inside me. That's how this world corrects itself. Unnatural things will sink into oblivion, and then everything will come back and will become natural. That's what's happening. The fact that Fugo's been here in the school will be erased from everyone's memory, and then her existence will turn into nothingness. That's what's happening. That remaining time, don't know how much time she has left. What will become of her when the moment arrives? Don't want to think about it. Still, I've decided to be by her side as long as time allows me to. Fugo tirelessly working on her starfish mission. Keep on chasing away those who make fun of her existence. Fugo is desperate. I too am desperate, but just what kind of reality is this? Overwhelmed, I have to lean against the wall. Everything's different from yesterday. Excuse me. No one stops at the sound of Fugo's voice now. Even those who have received her present would just pass by in ignorance. Even so, Fugo just keeps on standing in the corridor with a starfish in her hand. A male student talked to me. What are you doing here? You've been here like forever all by yourself. Are you possessed by a ghost or something? There was nothing to say in return. Just like Fugo, I keep on standing there. She does not give up, so neither do I. The girl standing before me never seems to change, ever since the first time we met. How she keeps on carving even with an injured hand, even with her clumsiness, always single-mindedly, she keeps on working. You have, I gaze upon a tiny figure turned away from me, known everything from the beginning, and even about the ending waiting ahead. Maybe that's exactly why she's been able to devote herself to her goal wholeheartedly and without hesitation. Yeah, she did say her voice wouldn't reach Koko-san. Even if it did, it would eventually fall in oblivion, leaving nothing behind. That's right. In the end, this is the only thing she can do. Anything involving Fugo that had happened within the short month will turn into nothingness. There's nothing we do to change that. The unnatural happenings will be corrected by being removed from people's memories. Knowing that, she had to figure out how she can leave behind her feelings. The feelings without form or even meaning. That's how she's been living all this time. Perhaps unconsciously, Fugo knew that she would never wake up, so she decided to appear in the school. Also that she could give her blessings to her sister's wedding. Even if she's not the person to give them directly. Even if she's to be forgotten. The back of the tiny figure before me appears blurred for some reason. Someday, I will, without a doubt, become just like one of those students passing by at this moment, and forget about Fugo. Then my life will return to how it was before, spending all day fooling around with Sunahara. Fugo will appear invisible to me, and I'll be just another stranger to pass by her. My legs take me closer to her. Fugo, softly I place her small body within my arms. What? I won't do anything, just stay like this. I wanted to imprint this small girl into my head forever. And please let her feelings which have been conveyed through so much effort remain in the hearts of everyone. Yo, Uzaki, what are you doing here? There's been a weird rumor about you spreading around. Do you even know about it? Yeah, I do. Tell me, why do you like being here so much? Don't tell me you've fallen for some unknown girl at first sight. Is that why you've been waiting here for her to walk by again? As if I, of all people, would do something like that. Thought so. Then does that mean you have no reason to be here? Let's go find something to chomp on and go home. I'm hella hungry. Obviously, if Fugo was being right next to him, he just spits the words out of his mouth. Leave me alone. What's wrong? You don't look well. You can tell. Fine, it's my treat. Feel like coming now? Sorry, but I'm not in the mood for that. No way I can leave Fugo here and go with him. Saki-san, please go with him, says that to me. Fugo is fine with being alone. Idiot, don't say such a sad thing. I muttered without even turning to look at her. Are you listening, Okazaki? I already said I don't want to go. What are you sulking about? You tell him too, Fugo-chan. Huh? What? I raised my head to see Tsunahara looking at Fugo. But his eyes are not focused. It's more like he's looking at the wall behind her. Wait, did I say something weird just now? It was a name. You just said a girl's name. I grip his shoulder with my hand and shake him. Try saying that again. Try to remember. No, I can't. I can't remember it. But it's like there's a sensation lingering somewhere. Yeah, it's like there's such a person here. Suddenly someone taps me on the back. It's Fuko. With that starfish in her hand. Excuse me, this. She's holding it out before Tsunahara. Even without being able to look Fuko in the eyes, he accepts the starfish. Why am I holding such a thing? What is this thing? I don't even know if it's a star or some ninja stuff. But please listen, Okazaki. Yeah. I don't dislike that person. That's how I feel. To me, that's just that feeling is enough. It's Fuko, Tsunahara. Her name's Fuko? Don't even know if it's the right name or not. That's fine. It's more than enough, Tsunahara. Thank you, Tsunahara. Beside me, Fuko is bowing down really deeply. Together we watch as Tsunahara leaves. He's an idiot. He really is. When he was still able to see you, he didn't even try to get to know you. But I know he'll come, surely. To Koko-san's wedding. She nods at my words. That's really pleasing to know. Then smiles as she tells me. Yo, welcome back, you two. We're home. Next to me, Fuko's bowing down. The old man's still able to see her. Even though he always seems so indifferent, he was one of the people who really cared about Fuko. Because I'm sure those with the weakest connection to her are the first to forget. Perhaps I may even forget before he does. Hey Fuko, want to take a bath together today too? What? Shocking statement sent me looking between their faces. We have never taken a bath together. Old man. Why are you getting all serious over a joke like that now? Now, have some of Sanai's bread. Calm down. It'll only make me feel worse. I'm sure you just thought of something really rude about Sanai just now, little bastard. You're just as bad saying what you said. But it'll come. The day when even this family will have forgotten about her. When the sad day it'll be. They've been welcoming her with all the kindness in the world. If they can somehow remember her, will Fugo stay here forever? I don't want to forget. Now when it's just the two of us, Furukawa was able to tell me her distress. If I forget about Fu-chan, we won't be friends anymore. We have been together at school, and at home we've been having meals together, taking baths together. You must see Fu-chan. When she sees inside the hot bathtub, her relaxed face looks so incredibly cute. We've been living together all this time. How can I forget about her? How can such a cruel thing happen to anyone? Because it's you, it'll be fine. Even with by Fugo's side longer and thought about her more than anyone else. But I'm forgetting about her. When the two of you returned, I was just happy that Okazaki-san had come. Happy that I'd be alone with you. Just that. When I saw your face, I finally remembered. That's enough. Don't say it. Tears have made their ways to the edges of her eyes. If she closes her eyes now, those tears will fall for sure. Listen, just keep thinking about Fugo first and foremost. Yes, I'll do that. Try to wipe the tears from her eyes with my fingers, but I can't do it. In the end, I can only watch as gravity takes the drops away. There's not much time left until Koko-san's wedding. With things going the way they are, I don't know what else I can do. With her that one single girl, I'll do everything to make sure people remember her. become my sole purpose now. I stopped Mitsui, the class rep who knew Fugo before the accident, by the corridor. Hey you. I approached her rather forcefully. Is aren't you the first friend Fugo made? In this very school. You're freaking me out. What do you want? Fugo Ibuki, do you remember that name? That name, I haven't heard it in a long time. Why is that? Hasn't she been around in the school all this time? Eh? But she was... Don't say it. Oh, that starfish, you got one, right? What are you talking about? You must have one. Sit around your house. You got that, and you have to do it. Having done all I could to make sure she would listen, I leave the place. I don't care what anyone thinks of me. I just keep on going around, grabbing students one at a time by the neck and shouting at them. Fugo's still standing on the first floor. Okazaki-san, what were you doing? The teacher caught me falling asleep during class. What an annoying asshole. Fugo saw you running around inside the building over there through the window. Yeah, in the end I had to punch him to run away. I wonder what he would do if he caught me again. He'll be furious at you. Then I guess we should leave, and sooner the better. Or do you want to try some more? Just a bit more. But... Fugo leans her head around me to peek at the corridor ahead. There's no one left. Yeah. Shall we go home? Sure. The day after tomorrow's Koko-san's wedding. Yes. Can't wait for it. Yes. I just noticed, but... Yes. Are these the only clothes you have? They're more at home. Yeah, it's not like you can go there to get them. You see, it's a big day for Koko-san as her sister. Are you going to come dressed like that? Since the ceremony is going to be held at school, Fugo thinks the school uniform is the most appropriate. Well, that makes sense. But you see, I want to get her to make herself look as nice as possible, so she'll be cuter, even for a little while, and for a little while more noticeable. Let's go to the shopping district. For what purpose? To find you something nice to wear. Fugo doesn't have any money. It's not something expensive. I'll buy it as a present for you. Present for what occasion? When is your birthday? In July. That's so. Still too early for a birthday present. Let it be the anniversary for the day you've taken an oath to never to use the word worst again. It's impossible. Is that so? Anniversary for your graduation from Starfish. Fugo and Starfish are partners for life. Is that so? Then, who needs a reason? I just want to give you a present. Just take it. Fugo doesn't need one. Don't say that. You'll definitely find something you want once you get there. Fugo isn't childish like that. Just looking around won't hurt, right? Forcefully take her hand as we head to the opposite direction from usual. This is a teensy bit like kidnapping. Don't put teensy or something like that. We stop in front of an antique store which seems to also sell accessories. I let her take a look at the ornaments displayed inside the store. How's it? Anything you want? Shakes her head around like a puppy to answer me. Fugo doesn't need these things. How about this? Who knows, it may look good on you. Pick up an earring to try it on her. It looks perfect on you. You're really, really rude. Sorry. I'll cross these from the list, okay? Return to walking. But you know, people normally start taking interest in these kind of things around your age. Not interested. Yeah, right, you're still a kid. Fugo is not a kid. It's just that these things seem like a waste of money. I guess it's not wasting money. I guess not wasting money is one thing about being an adult. But in your case, I think you should try to pretty yourself up more. There aren't these just your style. Take out a bag of the wagon. From the wagon, put out front of this toy store. Look, Fugo, it's a complete set for a birthday party. Look at this party hat. It looks like it was made just for you. Nah, just kidding, you know. Are you sure? Are you serious? Sorry, Fugo. Sorry, Fugo didn't plan on imagining putting that hat on. Do you want it? Not at all. Then let's go. Looks incredibly reluctant to go. You're really just a kid, aren't you? It just won't leave Fugo's head. What a charming set it is. only for you. If Fugo wasn't here, Okazaki-san would have jumped at it too. More like if you weren't here, I wouldn't have even noticed it. You make it sound like you suited Fugo. Yep, absolutely. You two are made for each other. I'm so happy. You're happy with that? There you go. I had her the party set I bought. Fugo doesn't have any money. Didn't I already tell you it's a present? If you tell Oni-chan about this, she may pay you back. You think I'd do something like that? It's a present for me. If Koko-san paid for it, it would be a present for her, wouldn't it? Do you want to give it food? Did you want to give Fugo a present? Yeah, I did. It's kind of gross for some reason. If you're trying to avoid hurting my feelings, you failed. Fugo's happy. Then it's worth it. Okazaki-san, thank you very much. Swiftly bows down to thank me. It's almost as though maybe Okazaki-san isn't a bad person. I always thought I was a bad person. Whatever. It's just as Furukawa said, this mouth of mine can only spit out unpleasant words. Not really. You're more likable than a sea slug now. You didn't win it? Yeah, who? Wait, what kind of comparison is that? It means, for some unimaginable reason, you're kind of likable now. You love to use that phrase, don't you? The convenience of obscurity. It kinda hurts my feelings, you know. Please accept this apology. Fugo actually likes sea slugs quite a lot, so please be proud of yourself. In Fugo's mind, the inequality, starfish means sea slug, must be building up right now. What am I, some kind of exotic seafood sandwich? Even so, I'm just glad to be able to have an enjoyable conversation with Fugo for the first time in a long while. What's up? We're back. What's wrong? It's just you. No. For a moment, I felt like there was a girl standing beside you. Oh no. So, the time has really come. It feels like a nail being hammered down right into the spot I'm standing on. What's with you? Stop making such a gloomy face. Damn it, why am I so irritated? Takes out a lighter, trying to light up the cigarette in his mouth. The fire refuses to come out. It's been like this since morning. It feels like something really, really bad is happening. This doesn't go away soon. I don't know how long until I eat Sane's bread by accident. Where is Sane-san? Even Sane-san may already. She's here. God damn it. Why is this the only thing I have at a crucial time like this? Pulls out a baseball bat from under the counter. I'm gonna hit some balls against the kids. Passing by Fugo's side, he storms out of the store. A moment later, damn it! From outside, a shout loud enough to make Fugo's body shake from surprise echoes throughout the store. The old man is screaming. Fugo keeps on standing vacantly. It's like that because of you, you know. I think it's because he really cared about you. Yes, it's really nice to know. The sound from behind me makes me turn around. Hana-san had made her way to the ground floor. Welcome back, Okazaki-san. Shows me a pleasant smile, then Fugo-chan calls out to that name. Saved. Sane-san still remembers. Thank you. Fugo-chan repeats that again. Sane-san. Right, will you eat the bread I make again? Even though Fugo has yet to reply, Sane rushes to the bread trays. How many are you gonna eat? Do you want a lot? If you eat too much, you won't have any room for dinner. Let's try to bear with just this much, okay? Holding a big pile of bread in her arms, she turns around to us. Then takes a single loaf from the pile and reaches out. The wrong direction entirely. Loses her grip on the bread in her arms, which falls to the ground. Sorry, son. That's enough. Fugo-chan's still here, right? Yeah, she's here, right next to me. Fugo-chan, please come here. Fugo comes closer to her. Sane reaches out her hands, trying to embrace Fugo, but they just go right through her. Even so, Sane just keeps on embracing the empty space. Fugo-chan, you can stay here in this house as long as you want. Aokyo-san, me, and Nagisa too. Everyone thinks of you as her own family. Please, stay here with us. Fugo smiles. Kindness fills the air. This family's kinder than I could ever imagine anyone to be. Perhaps it's already time for her to go. Furukawa called to her as I enter the room. Atmosphere in this room weighs down on me. Okazaki-san, almost completely covered in the futon, Furukawa looks at me. Her face and even her eyes are redder than I've ever seen them. Your fever. I feel like I've lost something very, very important. Something very adorable. Something I love so much. Listen, Furukawa. I go to her side and kneel down. The day after tomorrow's Koko-san's wedding. Do you remember? Yes. Good. Congratulate her. From here. Don't force yourself too hard. You can do it even while lying down. Yes. Very well. Just go to sleep now. Don't think about anything. Just let your body rest. Got it? Yes. I'm looking. Now close your eyes. Okazaki-san. What? Will you hold my hand until I fall asleep? Sure. Take the slender hand reaching out in mine. Feeling at ease, Furukawa's eyelids closed down. Tears finally show themselves on the edge of her eyes. Fugo walks in front of me and, just as I did, kneels down. The starfish she's holding in her hands slowly finds its way down to the side of Furukawa's pillow. She can feel more at peace with this by her side. Yeah. Furukawa always loved starfish. Only the sound of Furukawa's breathing can be heard in the room. Say, Fuko, do you want to go to the school? Give it some thought and nods. Just want to give this house back its usual peacefulness. That's all. Very well, let's go. If we can sneak into the school at this hour, we can stay there until morning. Gotta make sure the teacher on the night duty doesn't catch us though. Don't you feel excited doing something like this? Fugo's hand still in mine, we slip through the school gate to the inside. We're heading toward the empty classroom in this old school building. It went well. I can hear the sounds of rustling paper from the side. I turned my head to see Fugo tearing the paper bag containing the birthday party set I brought her. From the inside the bag, takes out the items one by one and puts them on the table. Isn't it a bit too early, Fugo? The waiting is unbearable. You're really just kidding, you. It's just the height. Mentality-wise, Fugo is way more mature than Okazaki-san. I don't want to hear that from someone who's getting all excited about opening a toy bag. Even though the brain knows it, the hand just moves on their own. That's exactly what it means to be a kid. And this is so very, very exciting. Wah! Pick the items up from the table and raise them above Fugo's head. What? They're gone. This way. Take a few steps back from her and swing the party hat in my hand like a pendulum. Okazaki-san, please don't take away Fugo's treasure. Try to restrain yourself if you're an adult. Fugo is returning to be a kid for just a moment. Charges at me. Bam. Rams me with all her strength. It hurts, you little rascal. Now that I've fallen down leaning on the wall, Fugo takes the chance and rides on me. What? A feminine scent makes its way to my nose. It's close, but still a bit different from Furukawa's. Resemblance most likely comes from the shampoo and soap they're sharing. Fugo is only a child for that moment. Please don't be angry. The voice comes to face so close to mine. Then are you an adult now? Yes, an adult now. Then